Hi, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. I am Nino Sabrina binti Razaki, matrix number A168175, and I will be discussing about the evolution of plant classification system. The history of plant systematics stretches from ancient Greek era to modern evolutionary biologists. Early, plant law used to be treated to study medicine. Information were transferred from the capacity of brain to remember from mouth to mouth. Medieval era, there is little to no progress in botanical classification due to lack of interest in science. People are in wars, especially in Europe and Asia. Therefore, they are more interested in practical plants used to treat patients. In Islamic era, knowledge from ancient Greeks and Romans were translated into Arabic by the Islamic scholars such as Ibn Sina, where he included over 600 plants in his listing of 750 drugs. Evolution on plant classification systems. The first one is the Theophrastus, or known as Father of Botany. He wrote Inquiry into Plants and Causes of Plants and described about 500 kinds of trees and differentiates into four major groups, which is trees, shrubs, subshrubs, and herbs. Later on, Albus Magnus, in 1200, he recognized differences in the stem structures of dicotyledons and monocotyledons and separate vascular and non-vascular plants. While in 1519, Andrea Casalpino differentiates fruit and seeds characteristics and prepared an herbarium of 768 well-mounted plants. Next, John Ray in 1627, he divided monocots and dicots in herbae and arboreae and grouped together plants that have similar characteristics and separated those that differed. Next is J.P.D. Tournefort. He is the father of genus concepts because he is the first to establish genera, give names and descriptions of genera. He published Elements de Botanique in 1694, including 698 genera and 10,146 species. He also the next one is the most important and significant figure in the world of taxonomy, which is the Carolus Linnaeus. He is the father of taxonomy as well as a Swedish botanist, physician, and zoologist. He developed a comprehensive system for grouping and naming plants. He also published Species Plantarum and Systema Naturae, which is a significant work that introduced binomial nomenclature, which we still use still today. The next one is the De Druicii family. Antoine De Druicii published Genera Plantarum and divided 15 classes and 100 orders. Next, in 1707, De Candolle family published many books and grouped 161 natural orders based on primarily the presence and absence of vascular structure. He is also the first one to introduce the term taxonomy and highlighted taxonomical data. And Hooker classification system. It is the most popular and well-developed natural systems of plant classification. They publish Genera Plantarum and classified seed plants describing 202 families and 7,569 genera. They recognize 3 classes of seed plants, and as you can see in the figure. And then phylogenetic systems were introduced. The first one is the Agler and Prantl classification system. They published a book where all the genera of plants were arranged and described systematically. They also proposed a new system of classification for the whole plant kingdom, replaced seed plants in the 30th division, and replaced term natural order to term family. The division done by them were discussed in the figure. The second one is Charles Bessey. He published books based on a modified Bethen-Hooker classification system to give light to his 28 dicta and separated the gymnosperms from angiosperms. And divided angiosperms into 5 major groups, as you can see in the figure. His diagram of classification resemble a cactus. Therefore, the cactus is known as Besseian cactus. The next one is Armand Takhtajan. He is a Russian plant taxonomist. He proposed a system of classification angiosperms up to family level based on the structural types of gynoeciums and placentaceans. He divided angiosperms into 2 classes, which are the Magnoliopsida and Liliopsida, as you can see in the figure. One is Angiosperm Phylogeny Group. It is an informal international group of systematic botanists who collaborate to establish a consensus on the taxonomy of flowering plants. APG in 2009 classifies flowering plants into 4 major groups. It used the approach of modern methods where they mostly use molecular-based techniques. In APG 4 in 2016, if I'm not mistaken, further progress will be made using large banks of genes, and you can also access their websites with the link provided. I concluded my presentation with a thank you.